Brain fog. Why do I have it? And how do I get it to go away? Well, let's answer that for you today. It has to do with your microbiome and what's going on inside of your gut, first and foremost, okay? Inside of your belly, you have this barrier between what's happening inside of your intestines and what's happening inside of your bloodstream, okay? So it's like a walled fence, okay? And what happens there generally when we have inflammation or imbalances to the microbiome or infections or food-based pathogens that kind of enter our systems is that barrier starts to get smaller and smaller and smaller, and those foods are able to permeate that barrier very readily. This is called leaky gut or intestinal permeability. Now, when those undigested food-based particles make their way into your bloodstream, you have parts of your immune system that are going to say, who are you and how in the hell did you get here? Okay? Because remember, your cells are not looking for chicken. They are looking for what's in the chicken. They're looking for the proteins, the amino acids, the fats, the little bit of micronutrients inside of the chicken. You have to digest all that chicken and then send all that out to your body, not the actual chicken molecule, okay? So inside of your bloodstream, when your immune system sees these things inside there, it's going to react, creating inflammation, creating this cascade of events that's going to trigger your body to go into this inflammatory drive state. And that's going to be impacting your energy and your mood, okay? And with this, because your brain has this what's called blood-brain barrier as well, so there's a barrier between the body system and your brain. Thankfully, we need that. If that barrier starts to get played with as well, what we'll find is that we'll start to have our brain just basically knock down a gear. That's your, where's my keys? What's that person's name? I lost my thought mid-sentence. Why do I have this freaking brain fog? What's happening? It's happening because of your belly, okay? And the second thing that drives brain fog is going to be that your belly creates these neurotransmitters, these messages that tells your body how you feel. So when you're talking about how you feel, well, how do you feel? If you're anxious and nervous and have an upset stomach and you're constantly feeling on edge and you're running back and forth to the bathroom and your body is bloated and gassy and having indigestion and what the hell am I going to eat for supper tonight? Overwhelmed, right? And your brain will start to feel that exact same way because that's the message that's being sent from your microbiome to your brain. So it makes sense that your body would say, how do I manage this? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just turn off. I'm going to turn this ear off and just stop listening to you. Happens all the time. And this is one of the roots to those aspects of brain fog. So if you're struggling with brain fog, first thing you have to recognize is we need to work on what's living inside of your microbiome. If we can rebalance the bacteria and create a bit more of a balance on the teeter-totter between unwanted and wanted bacteria, if we can knock down those things that are creating that gas and bloat and fermentation and the signals that are telling your bowel not to move properly, you're going to feel a wave of relief once you do that. And once that symptom of the brain fog is not being triggered by your gut, your brain fog issue will disappear. Now, there's lots of other things that can be impactful to brain fog as well. We can talk about nutrients. We can talk about not getting enough vitamins and minerals. We can talk about yeast overgrowth, and we can talk about a whole bunch of other problems. But let's keep life simple and identify that if you're struggling with brain fog, we know that that's a massive sign there's a problem inside of your microbiome, and we know how to remedy that. So if you're struggling with that, reach out. I'm happy to help and put a game plan together for you to succeed with turning this thing back on. Have a good day.